So today I want to talk about a topic that's really been on my mind, and it's about Haki and these Straw Hats' growth. And today I just want to go through that. Now keep in mind I'm only going through Haki, right? I'm not talking about all the possibilities of growth for all the Straw Hats. And we could do that for specific Straw Hats if you want. All you just gotta do is leave a comment in the video, on this video, and let me know what you guys want to see. But we're just going to talk about Haki specifically for today because there's some stuff I see that I don't fully agree with as far as, the way people will grow, and you'll see as we get on. But guys, if you haven't already, like this video, subscribe if you're new, or if the button is still red, basically subscribe. And as always guys, if you're worried about spoilers, check the description because I put a tag there for anime watchers and manga readers. So let's go through. Starting off with Luffy the captain, I think that he'll just continue to grow. He's got all the forms of Haki. He's been getting advanced forms since Whole Cake Island till now. He's got advanced observation, armament, and conquerors. And I think that he's just going to keep advancing them as far as Haki is concerned, right? So that's Luffy, easy and simple. Zorro, a bit of a similar thing to Luffy, but it seems that Zorro, Zorro even got confirmed conquerors Haki and confirmed ability to coat his attacks in it. It's just he did it unconsciously, so I think Zorro will improve on that. He's already got advanced armament, but his observation, I don't think it will ever be that great, right? I don't think he will get any advanced forms. I think he'll just be really basic, and he'll just refine it. That's all he'll do. Why? Because I think that maybe there's a possibility that he might need really good observation to find Hawkeye's Mihawk, but I think that maybe not. And I also think that it kind of defeats, to some degree, I think that you can't really have the gag of Zorro getting lost with Zorro having incredibly good observation, right? We've seen guys with incredibly good observation like Rayleigh, NL, Asia, people like maybe like Momo. We don't know what's going on there. Momo, Priest and Skypiea, and they could see a whole island, see what's going on, who is where on the island. How do you get lost if you know exactly where everything is? Part of the reason why Zorro gets lost is because he doesn't know, but he thinks he should go this way, right? But if you can clearly see where your friends are, then yeah. It's not like even giving directions, right? Where Zorro kind of does not follow directions. Like if you know exactly where someone is and you can see them, Zorro doesn't really get lost in those situations. At least I don't think that happened, where he can see someone and then he doesn't end up going to that person. Yeah. But then we move on to Sanji, and Sanji doesn't have conquerors. I don't think he will get conquerors. I just don't think it's in Sanji's character. But I do think he'll get even better observation, slight future sight, but not too much. But just other advanced forms of observation. I don't think future sight is the only advanced form. I think there's probably others, maybe something to do with, adding onto his invisibility and hiding it from people who do have observation Haki, and other stuff going there, which is just clearly uncanny stuff which normal observation Haki users don't have. Sanji will get those, and his armament will be greater as well. I just don't think that this is necessarily the arc in which he'll get advanced armament, but I do think at some point in the future he probably will get advanced armament. Then we go on to Jinbei, and Jinbei is a character who I don't think, he definitely doesn't have conquerors, but I don't think he will at any point get advanced observation, just like Zorro, but I think he will continue to refine it. Advanced armament, I can see that. I can definitely see that. Because right now he uses, Fisherman Karate to attack people from the inside, which is why he can hurt all Devil Fruit users, even Luffy. But I don't think that, I do think that right now, first of all, his Haki is better. His base armament Haki and base observation is better than all the Straw Hats, including Luffy, Zoro, Sanji. I know some of this is their forte, but really they haven't had much experience, and we know that Rayleigh said he could only teach them the basics. When Luffy went to Whole Cake Island, Katakuri mentioned that his Haki was better. We saw Cracker had better Haki than Luffy. So characters who've had the ability to use Haki for much longer clearly have refined it to a level where it's clearly above other characters, who have just been using it recently, like the Straw Hats. So Jinbei, because of that, I do think he has a more refined observation and armament compared with the other Straw Hats. It's just he doesn't have advanced forms. So I do think he could get advanced armament, but that's about it. Continue refining what he has and get stronger using that for an overall. And then we go on to Usopp, right? The last Straw Hat who definitely has Haki already. And with Usopp, I think he will get advanced. He'll refine the hell out of his observation, and then he will get advanced, observation. A bit of future sight. I don't think he'll go too deep to a point where he's like Katakuri, but he will get a bit. And the basic reasoning for this is that, one, it has to do with Usopp being brave and facing situations where he can clearly see the danger incoming before it comes and still going into a situation like that. And two, if he's hitting a moving target, it would be great if Usopp could see a bit into a future of where that target is going to move and then shoot them when they get there. That would be great for Usopp. But as far as armament, I don't think Usopp will get it. I know I joked about it in a review, but I mean, after that, I realized that, Usopp can't get that because, at the end of the day, it kind of, again, goes against Usopp being a brave warrior MC, right? Usopp's supposed to be a regular schmegular guy who wants to be brave, right? And, it's really hard to say that a character is brave out of their own, from the heart, when they've also just got super strong defense, right? I think part of Usopp being brave is the part that he jumps into a situation and fights even when he knows he could probably die by doing so, right? I think that's what's great for Usopp's character, especially, back in Dressrosa and in Alabasta, all these moments where Usopp is really injured and he pulls through in the end is because he's weak physically. So getting armament kind of defeats that for me. I don't know about Conquerors. From the way I see it, I don't think he'll get Conquerors. Maybe he might, people might think he may have it, but I don't think he'll ever really manifest it by knocking out people or anything like that. But yeah. Then we get on to someone like Nami. I don't think Nami will get any Haki. I know some people think she may have observation. It'll be great. I mean, Nami's someone who suits observation, but Nami is a character who I don't think will get any Haki. I think Nami's character is someone who's just built off to just be normal. She doesn't do any of this weird stuff. That's why she was even shocked when she even found that Zeus was in her climate attack. She didn't want that. I mean, she liked Zeus when Zeus was like a cloud helping her, but she doesn't want the supernatural stuff to happen to her. She's not that kind of person who wants that kind of stuff to happen to her. So I don't think Nami will ever get observation Haki even, right? Maybe it might be a situation where we could argue that she has it, but I don't think Oda would come out and clearly say Nami has observation, or show a situation like this is clearly observation, it can't be anything else, right? I don't think that will ever happen because Nami is just a character who it just doesn't suit her. It's just not her thing. And then another one following this trend is Franky. Franky is someone who is he literally makes his weapons. He does not use these extra One Piece World devil fruits to eat it. He doesn't eat a devil fruit. He's not someone who's gonna get a Kempo. He's not someone who's gonna get Haki. That's not who Franky is. Franky, using his own technology, created an armor for himself, right? He doesn't need that armor, right? So Franky is someone who I don't think will get Haki either, any type of Haki. And then we come on to the last three, Chopper, Brook, and Robin. Now I do think that these three do have distinct possibilities of getting Haki, and I think all three of them have distinct possibilities of getting armament Haki. I do not think NDC will get observation or Conquerors, maybe armament. Starting with Chopper, the reason why I think he may get armament is because Chopper still needs to grow. We've recently seen that he extended the time with Caesar's help to 30 minutes for Monster Point, but it seems that Monster Point, even though it's that strong, it doesn't have the damage potency, right? So Chopper still needs to get stronger, and in very easy ways that he will get armament. And once he has armament, he can use it, and that will be the way in which Chopper fights top tiers. But, we could go another way and say that, Chopper doesn't necessarily need armament and he'll add something else to himself to become stronger. But it seems very unlikely given the fact that we're against a Zoan group, and these Zoans not only have these, what Chopper has probably in Awakenings, but they have armament as well. So I do think that Chopper may need something, because I don't think Chopper's gonna, modify his body the way Queen did. I think Franky is the guy who's done that modification of his own body. So I do think that Chopper will need something, and that just might be armament Haki. Then we get on to Brook, and Brook is a person who surprisingly doesn't have armament Haki. given how long Brook was alive before everything happened with the Rambar pirates and, you know, they got wiped out and Brook died the first time, you know, given that experience, you'd think he'd awaken something a little bit. And even after that 2-year time skip thing, you'd think he'd awaken something. And being to Wano and seeing everything, you'd think he'd awaken something, but he doesn't have it yet. And that's what confuses me. So I do think that there's maybe a possibility, but Brook is also at the same time, as strong as he is, he's also a fun character, right? And I'll talk about this a bit more at the end, just in general with the Straw Hats. But Brook is, you know, he may not get armament in the end, and he might just end up using stuff related to his soul devil fruit, right? Because he's already gotten the freeze thing. So something, the freeze thing, soul solid is what I should say. He's already gotten soul solid. So, you know, he could just use, you know, soul solid is a freezing technique, and that would work on someone like Crocodile. Just, you know, if you can't really hit him, then freeze the guy. So using more techniques like that from the underworld and exploring that could be a way in which Brook makes up for the fact that he doesn't have armament haki. But I do think a base form of armament haki is definitely in it for Brook and letting it flow. Maybe not advanced armament haki, definitely not advanced, but basic, I can see that. But I wouldn't put too much money on it. Then we have Robin, who we still need to see her grow. Now Robin can do crazy things with her devil fruits, and I want to talk about her devil fruits and their possibilities, but that's not the video for this. Let's just talk about armament. And I think one way in which she could, you know, develop further is by using armament with her, you know, hands that she makes. Because we've seen when someone just literally attacks those hands, it hurts her, right? So to protect herself while she's using her devil fruit and to have more potency, especially in this fight with Black Maria, I hope we see what's going on soon. It would be great if she has it. But coming back to what I was saying about Brook being a fun guy and how that relates to the Straw Hats is that, especially with the weaker Straw Hats, okay, just not the Monster Trio Jinbei Straw Hats, there's always going to be guys who they need to fight, who it's going to be tough for them. I think Logia users are always going to be a problem, which is why I don't think Nami will ever get a armament haki. Because people like Logias always need to be a threat. There's just these characters or types of characters that will always be troublesome in the One Piece world. And because of that, if you just give the Straw Hats direct counters to everyone who's like that, then you kind of takes away from the interestingness of the fights, right? You need characters who are not so strong, but they have a weird ability which troubles the Straw Hats. A perfect example of this is Film Gold, those that go with the luck fruit. Not a strong character, but that's just a weird devil fruit that makes her super hard to go up against. And so I think Logia characters fall into that category of characters who just will always be super hard, even though they're not super strong. So someone like Caribou will always give some of these Straw Hats trouble to defeat, even though on paper, you know, they're generally much stronger than him. The devil fruit is what gives him that weird edge, right? It's been the same throughout the whole One Piece story. You know, people get stronger, Luffy gets stronger, but then because of some weird ability or another, Luffy gets caught off guard and he gets, you know, defeated, he gets knocked out, he gets hit, he gets injured, and it's over and over. So I don't think that Oda will suddenly give the Straw Hats all the tools they need to never be caught off guard, to always be stronger than everyone, and to just be the best overall and have no weaknesses whatsoever, right? I think Oda will let them grow, but still leave holes in their, you know, in their growth, so that they're always characters who give them trouble, even though the characters may not be necessarily stronger or as strong as the Straw Hats. But guys, these have been my thoughts. How do you think these Straw Hats will grow haki wise? You know, which character should I talk about in terms of their growth after, you know, in the future, and what the possibilities are, what I'd like to see, what we'd like to see. Let me know if you want to see and who you want to see that for specifically, and you know, I'll organize some videos. But this has been me talking. Like this video if you like the video, subscribe for more content like this. If you know someone who needs to hear the truth, please share this video with them. If you have time, watch all my other videos, and if not, thank you for watching this video all the way, guys. This is King KZ, and I'll see you in the next one.